What is going on, everyone? Today we are back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video, and in this video we're going to be jumping aboard DHL operated by Singapore Airlines. We're going to be taking this 777 from Perth all the way over to Sydney, so this should be a not too much of a long flight, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3. I may be wrong, but yeah. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump on board this aircraft. I do have a daytime because yeah, it is pretty dark in Perth right now, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump on board real quick. See you guys there. All right, it is, yeah, as y'all can see, it is pretty dark because yeah, it's just I believe it's morning. It's 4 a.m. right now in Perth, so yeah, that's what, it's still pretty dark. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this aircraft started up. You know, we got to do the usual, and then we're gonna come over here to our electronic flight bag and get our data from SimBrief. Here we go. So that's our information that we're gonna need. We do have clear skies throughout the way, so we are not gonna be experiencing any bad weather. Only thing that we really need to get our mind on is trying to just only get there. So here we go, calculating our takeoffs, and we're gonna do our landing dispatch as well. So that way we have all this information for when we land. Here we go. All right. So that's just about it. We're not going to do the landing en route yet. We probably won't even do it at all, to be honest. But yeah, here we are. As y'all can see, it's literally dark, and I do not have a pushback tug, which that kind of sucks. But it's all good though. I think we should be able to find we'll be able to find a way to push back. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go ahead and kite ahead until the system's booted up. So I'll see you guys in just 1 second. Alright, so now we are now ready to go ahead and set this up. ADRs on, emergency lights armed, and then the service interphone on. Let's go ahead and turn on our storm lights here, that way y'all can see. And then we'll turn it off here in a second. So now we can't access the checklist yet. So I know it does take a little bit for this aircraft to boot up, and I mean it doesn't take too long, but you know, you just gotta wait a couple minutes and then it'll boot up. But we're gonna go ahead and set our runway heading while we do that, just to kind of pass the time. Okay, there we go. I think it's supposed to be 195. I think that is. I can't even read from far away. But all right, foot heat. I don't really need that. It's not like I can feel the heat in real life. That would be pretty cool though. Wish I had like one of them simulators. But wait, oh, okay, they're booting up. There we go. Yeah, you know, I love how it just like they come on and they turn off. That's just really, that's so realistic. Which is why I've only been using the PMDG 777, not the regular one, because PMDG made it like, they made it more realistic. They didn't do the bare minimum. They did what they were supposed to do, which is why I love using more realistic aircrafts instead of the Captain Sim one, which is straight garbage. No one likes it. I don't. Not even my friend. But let's stop talking about that. Let's go and get this checklist. Let's go and get this checklist started. All right. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. Let's go to FMC. All right, go ahead and put our location. That way the plane knows where we are. SimBrief, set our payload, and then we're gonna set our fuel. There we go. That is set. So, oh, game lag. All right, route requesting. So that just takes a second. It doesn't take too long for me to do that. And then we're gonna be taking off from runway 21. So it's just a straight out. It's just the runway next to us, and we don't have to travel too far to another runway. All right, there we go. So now we're gonna go ahead and click load. There we go. So once that loads, we can go ahead and put it in our departure runway, and then we're gonna activate it, and that way it'll be in the aircraft's system. All right, it is loaded. Well, it's been loaded. So now we can go ahead and put in runway 21 and activate, execute. You know, I actually enjoy doing this. I really do. I don't know why. All right, let's go thrust limit and TO2. I think it is. Yep. And then our cell temp is 49. Yep, 49 and 49. All right, there we go. That's in there, and then we're gonna put that information there, and our flaps is 5. Now I realize Boeing really likes flaps 5. It really does. And then as you can see, we got our takeoff speeds and our legs. So we're not ready yet. Excuse me. Sorry. I was burping while talking. That's weird. All right, so yeah, runway 21, and then hold on, I'm looking at sim brief right now. Give me 1 second. I gotta. Okay. Hecto 4. 2. No, it's actually Hecto 2 on mine, but I'm just gonna choose 4 because it's not on here for some reason. All right, arrivals ILS. Yep, ILS 34 left, and then we're gonna choose Rivet 3. Rivet 3 right there. All right, so now that that's in the system, we might have to route discontinuity, and no, we don't. We got vectors. We're gonna change those real quick. So when programming this FMC, like, you got to make sure there's no vectors, so that way your plane is not going to a place that you don't want to go, or the route discontinuity. You also got to get rid of that as well, because that could mess it up. Not drastically, but it's gonna have to cause you to work more, and then yeah, it's basically gonna mess it up. So make sure you get rid of it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get this checklist done. Yeah, we're just gonna check off all of these, and then we gotta turn on this beacon light real quick. There we go. And the seatbelt sign and the smoothie sign, we're gonna turn that on in a second, so I ain't gonna worry about that right now. I need to remove the chocks. Well, actually, I need to release all the cargo. Yep, release chocks as well. And I don't have a pushback tug, so yeah, that's kind of my problem. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just turn the hydraulics on, so that way we have control of the what's it called? Like, we have control of the flaperons and the you know, the flight controls. Yeah, we have yeah. And then also, I think we're gonna have to use reverse thrust as pushback, which I never thought I would really have to do that often. The only time I do it is when I don't have a pushback tug, and that just gives rid of my takeoff speeds. We gotta listen to this G90 start up, so I'm just gonna be quiet for a second. Alright, APU going off. And then I think let's go to our little checklist over here. I already did the flight controls, so we're gonna go ahead and set our flaps as well, because that's what we're gonna need for takeoff. And then taxi lights on, runway lights on. You know, I really wish they were a bit brighter though, because like, if you've seen the A380s, man, it's too bright. It's crazy. I mean, it's good though, because, you know, it could be pitch black outside. Because I've seen the A380 lights, and it could light up an entire forest. Let me tell you. Well, I'm sure it can, because of how bright they are. All right, so while the flaps lower, that's why I'm sitting here. We're gonna let the flaps lower, and then, well, actually, no, I think they're already down. We're good. All right, so let's go ahead and get our taxi, get our move on. So yeah, the runway is just like right here. It's y'all can't really quite see it, but yeah, it's near. It ain't a long taxi like you'd see or experience in real life. Because man, I think I want to say one time I have experienced a long taxi, but I think it's only one time I have, and it wasn't bad. I was like, can we get in the sky already? Like I want to go. I want to go to my destination. You know. All right, we are now just about ready for takeoff. I'm gonna go ahead and yep, I'm gonna push the throttles forward, and I'm gonna be quiet for this one.
Airspeed's alive. $80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. V2. Positive rate of climb.
So we're just gonna manually pilot here. Then in a second, I'm gonna turn on autopilot, and then, yeah, we will be on our way. But look at the scenery, though. I mean, for Xbox Series S, this ain't bad, but it could be better, way better. It's not bad. I can just about see a lot of things in the distance. I get okay. But yeah, autopilot on, and then we're gonna go and start our little turn to the left, and then. We do need to put our flaps up soon, so that way we're able to fly a bit faster. Because when you have your flaps down, right, it limits like how fast you can go, and if you exceed upon those limits, then yeah, you can damage the flaps. In real life, in the game, it's not really gonna damage the flaps in the game. The most that you'll get is an overspeed warning, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, in real life, you got your flaps down at high speed, then you can risk damaging them, and you don't want that. Here we are at 33,000 feet, and look at that beautiful sunrise. You know, I could have used you earlier when it wasn't so dark, but I guess we now get some sunlight. But that's just beautiful. I like the orange. Like that's just so beautiful. But I guess it's not much for me here. Not much for me to say here, since we're at our cruising altitude. Yeah, we'll be reaching our top descent, but we gotta get the different camera angles outside the exterior of the aircraft. Yeah, we'll be doing that in a second, because we got to see the whole thing in motion. I mean, we got to see it on the ground, but we have to see it perform in the air. You get the ultimate experience. Would you look at that sunrise, man? I just don't want to say anything. I honestly just want to just stare. I don't know, guys. This is why I enjoy flying in this game. I enjoy making these videos because of this. Well, man, exactly. I get to press a whole bunch of buttons. So we've started our descent. We're gonna go to this descent checklist and just, check off all these. We're gonna do auto brake 2. Oh yeah, 2. We ain't gonna do 3. We're gonna do 2. Since we're not really heavy per se. We're not really, but yeah, we're gonna do our landing and route calculations so that way we know how much runway we're gonna take up once we use auto. Oh, okay. Landing weight is okay. That's off, I guess. I mean, I do have 41% fuel. So I did give myself more fuel because for some reason when I do the sim brief, it just didn't calculate my fuel right. But yeah, actually, but we do have something at hand. We're gonna dump fuel, and then we're gonna go to the fuel pages, and then there we go. It has started. Yep, it's doing it. Look at that. It actually works though. That's what I like. It actually works. Like, it doesn't work in Captain Sim because they do the bare minimum. But yeah, this is just gonna be my aircraft. Your local 777 pilot. Yeah, but as y'all can see, look at the terrain below. It looks pretty cool. That looks amazing. Yeah, but as we do descend though, we are gonna have to lower our speed. So that way we don't end up trying to slow down at the last minute. But to help us slow down, we're gonna deploy the speed brakes. So I mean, to be fair, I am descending at like 2,000 plus feet per minute, so that's why it's going. That's why it's just speeding up and not slowing down like I wanted to. You know, I realized I never really use flight level change mode. I never. Oh yeah, I'm doing 3,000 feet per minute. What am I? No, that's not. That's not. What? No, that's not 3,000 feet. I'm talking about my altitude. Yeah, I realized. Yeah, my descent rate was fast, but the thing is, I never really use flight level change mode, and what that is like the aircraft adjusts its pitch in order to match the targeted speed. So if I wanted to go like, let's say I'm at like 290 right now, and if I want to go 270, it will pitch up for it to slow down, and it won't adjust any throttle inputs. It won't do that because it's in flight level change inputs. But I wouldn't really use it though, because like I don't really see no reason to. I know pilots do it, but I just don't. Not at all. Alright, so as we're descending into Sydney, we do have some clouds ahead of us, but it's not raining, I don't think, so we should be just fine. We don't got nothing to worry about here, so this landing should be cool. I am gonna use approach mode for this one, because I mean, why not? And I realized when I even play Microsoft without recording, like some of these runways don't even have an ILS, which is weird, because like what if there's a stormy landing and then like you just can't see nothing? Like, what could I really do if I can't see? But yeah, we're about like 5,500 feet. And yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, the runway is like, yeah, we're getting close. It's like east, sort of. No, north. Somewhere. Okay, I'm not good at compass. Anyways, don't worry about that. But you know, as we yeah, we're gonna slow down. But as we're descending, we are gonna deploy flaps, and then that way we can stop the aircraft from going faster, and also to have drag, because I mean the drag is required when doing this, when piloting, like when you're trying to land. No way. And also you can fly at lower speeds when you have your flaps, so that's why it's just important to have this vital tool when it comes to landing, of course. as you see, we are now approaching the runway, and I realized, oh, let me go to my landing checklist real quick. Well, approach. Let me finish this first. Normal. Oh, I thought it was gonna take me to. All right, landing. We need speed brakes. There we go. Flaps. I already got my flaps set. I'm not sure why it's not illuminating. But something I realized about this little approach thingy, like it's kind of off the center line. It's to the right a little bit, and I wouldn't automatically fly it, but I just want to show y'all how this works in case y'all don't really know much about the game. I'm just gonna show y'all. It's not supposed to be. You see how it's to the right? It needs to be at the center line. Like, that's just weird. You see that? Like, that's the plane doing that. That's not me doing that. I mean, y'all can tell because the plane is controlling the thing, the yoke. So
400.
yeah, look, it's like to the right. It's not supposed to be that way. But it don't matter. I don't really care as long as I survive. I mean, I'm gonna autopilot. I'm gonna disconnect it at last second. The only time I really do auto land is when it's raining. That's the only time I really do it. It's crazy.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Look at that. Bro, shut up. Jesus. Like, shut up. Alright. Alright, reverse thrust. Disengaged. We're gonna go ahead and make a left turn. Alright. Well, that was successful. That was really, really successful. Thank you guys for joining me on this flight, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this thing up. We're gonna go ahead and put this massive aircraft at the cargo terminal, which is literally right here. Which is why I chose the runway. I would have chose somewhere else, but I mean, why would you want to do more work? I mean, it's not. So it's a difference. It's not being lazy, really. It's like when piloting, you don't want to have to do so much work to where you're overloaded, and then hey, you got to do this, you got to do that to make sure everyone gets safe on the ground. So why would you want to just do more work when you don't have to? See, not being lazy. It's just thinking logically. Now, in some cases, it could be late. It could be lazy. It could be, but in this case, it's just thinking logically. You know, you don't have to go through all that. You know, aircraft's trying to get in your way. You know. I mean, especially if you're a person that's impatient, and well, not necessarily impatient, but just don't like. Let's say, you know, people walking slow in front of you. Let's say that, for example. You don't like that. It's basically what I'm saying here. I'm that type of person. Yeah, here we are at the gate, and wow, look at that. That is so beautiful. Well, anyways, I don't know why we're still admiring the aircraft. We do have to shut it down. Let's go to the shutdown checklist. Hydraulic panels. They are going to be turned off. So that allows us to control the plane. Now we can't control the plane no more because, well, first off, see, the aileron went down. Okay, fuel pumps. We need to turn that off. Let's go up here and off. There we go. Yeah, the aileron is just sitting. It just sits like, oh my gosh, shut up. It's aircraft. This thing won't shut up. All right. Actually, no, that's not the auto. Why did I choose the auto? Why did I click the autopilot? And it should turn off in a second. Oh my gosh, shut up! Alright, there we go. Alright. Engine is cut off. Well, that's about the end of the flight. I'm gonna go ahead and just be quiet. Thank y'all for watching.